What is up, YouTube? This is DBZ439 coming at you with another deck profile. This time it's Cyber Dragons. I think this card is a really awesome rogue choice going to the next format, just because of the new Predaplant card, Verte Anaconda. Essentially, what it does is it makes Chimeratech searchable essentially because you dump the Overload Fusion, so that's really nice. This deck is essentially a blind second deck. You run a bunch of cards that help you break boards, and then you proceed to OTK. And like I said, I think Verte Anaconda really put this deck over the top. So without any further ado, let's get on to the deck profile, starting with the main deck. Uh, Obviously, it wouldn't be a Cyber Dragon deck without triple Cyber Dragon. This card, just even if you open it, it's nice because it's a free special, and then you just contact fuse into like Megafleet. And as long as link summoning is popular, Megafleet will always be live. Also, you can contact fuse into Fortress Dragon, either with your own Kaiju, or you can, if you're playing Orcus, for example, you can contact fuse their whole board. Assuming that they don't have Buster Ult, but again, heart and soul of the deck. Next up, Triple Nachster. I see a lot of people play 2 or 1. I like 3, just because you can maximize on your machine dupe targets, and also it's just a really nice extender. Like if you need that extra body for the link summon, and this deck, like it goes through a lot of resources in terms of pitching, and in terms of card advantage. So I understand why some people would like to cut it, but sometimes if you need that extra body on board, it's insane. Being able to revive your Nova or your Infinity or your Chimeratech is just really insane. I know a lot of people in like Cyber like to bring back Dingirsu, but I just like this card at 3, and at worst case scenario, it's just another body to like pitch off a Galaxy Soldier, or even on normal summon is nice. The only thing is, once you special summon using his effect from Grave, you're locked into machine, so you definitely want to Verte Anaconda summon before you do this. But other than that, this doesn't conflict with Verte Anaconda, which is nice. Next up, Triple Herz. This card is really good because, again, like I said, one of the problems of the deck is it goes through a lot of hand advantage. So this card lets you search a Cyber Dragon from deck or grave other than itself. So being able to clear your core from grave, so you have a follow up next turn, is nice. And just this card is really good with Galaxy Soldier because you essentially get 2 Galaxy Soldiers on field for free without losing card advantage, which is really nice. Again, it's a machine dupe target. Next up, the best normal summon in the deck. You definitely, obviously you can't open this card all the time, but you do run triple Cyber Emergency. So shout outs to Konami for the reprint. But you definitely want to open this card for sure, and obviously with machine dupe, it's insane. Be able to search, essentially, Cyberload Fusion, Cyber Predaplant, even Cyber Emergency, Cyberload Fusion. All those cards what was the other the trap card? Overflow. You can search Overflow as well. This card is just insane. Fun fact: this card effect on normal summon is mandatory, so you can't. If your opponent has like an Appaloosa or something, you have to activate the effect, and if they want to negate, they can. Obviously, the graveyard effect is nice sometimes. Being able to summon Nachster mid to late game from deck using his effect and reviving like an Infinity or something is really nice. That's it for the Cyber Dragon monsters. Onto the other light machines. Triple Galaxy Soldier. Again, I see a lot of players cutting Soldier to 2. I understand the third one can be bricky, but I just want to open this card. This card is a free Infinity if you see 1, provided you have enough, other pitch fodder. So this card, I think you want to see at 3. That way you can reserve your, Cyber Player Print searched for something else. But again, if you see multiples, you just pitch the other one for the first. So I just want to open this card, is what it is. And if you don't open it, you just search it with the Repair Plant. The one, Jizukiru, again, the one Kaiju is nice. You don't want to run multiples because it'll be bricky. Being able to contact fuse your opponent's monsters is nice. It's essentially searchable in the deck with Cyber Dragon Core. What happens is you can search it with the Repair Plant once you summon the core, and then you can link off the core for Almiraj, and then you essentially have Jizukiru. Only problem is if you commit to this, you have to be ready to either contact fuse it or suck it up with Infinity, because this is still a pretty big body for them. The last Cyber Dragon monster is just a one of, is Vier. I like it as a one of. Multiples will be kind of bricky. It's just a nice extender when you normal summon or special summon a Cyber Dragon. It's just nice to go into Verte Anaconda. The one thing I will say I keep forgetting is it pumps everything by 500. So don't shotgun this if you have Machine Dupe on field. If you have Machine Dupe, don't summon this before Machine Dupe, because Machine Dupe says the monster you target has to have 500 or less attack, and this will pump up all your Machine Dupe targets by 500. So Machine Dupe will basically be dead. So basically do this on like Cyber Dragon Nova Summon. Or if you don't have Machine Dupe, you can shotgun this immediately. And again, it's just another body on board for either Seeger or Verte Anaconda. Last for the monsters is Triple Ash. Again, this is a blind second build, so you just want to be able to suffocate your opponent from playing turn 1. And in turn 2, you break their board and go for OTK. So that's it for the monsters. That's 20 monsters. Onto the spells. Triple Cyber Emergency. Again, I'm so grateful for the reprint. It really made the deck a lot cheaper. Like, instead of spending like, you know, 15 to 30 bucks on, you know, secrets, you know, you can spend 15 for a playset, which is really nice. Essentially the roto of the deck, really nice. So be able to search your core or search your search like another extender like Herz or something like this. Like it's a really good card. Probably the best spell card of the deck. Triple Machine Dupe. Be able to get essentially a +1, but I mean, like, be able to get into Infinity for free and then going to Verte Anaconda with Nova Effect to revive something is just too good. So you definitely want to open this card. Even if you don't, you can still OTK. Next for the one-ofs, the one Cyber Repair Plant. Again, you just want to run it at 1. Running multiples is kind of bricky. I know you run multiple Cyber Emergencies, but you just have to see that card. This, like, it's searchable off of the core. So then, like, once you summon core and, you know, you search this, you can just link off the core to make this live. That was one of the biggest problem with this card, is that it needs Cyber Dragon Grave. Cyber Emergency doesn't have any requirements. It's just the hard ones to return. So that's why you run one of this and multiples of the emergency. Next, the one Revsystem. Again, it's just a good extender. If you need another body on board to, like, again, make Verte Anaconda or Cyber Dragon Infinity. The one Cyberload Fusion. This card is definitely a win more card. You can honestly cut this card. It comes up sometimes, but your main line of play is to go Verte Anaconda Infinity OTK. That's 8k on board. Yeah, I definitely argue that Overload Fusion is better. And with Verte Anaconda, you just need at 1. You do not need to run multiples. Even if you open it, instead of going Verte Anaconda and Infinity, you just go Seeger and Chimeratech Rampage, and then you have OTK like that. So you just need the 1. And it makes the deck a lot less bricky. One Foolish Burial, you know, dump a Herz or dump a core. The one Monster Reborn, again, another extender. Unfortunately, the one Mind Control, again, like, before the ban list, I was running this card, you know, at multiples, but, you know, now it's at 1, so what can you do? And then last of the spells is double Lightning Storm. Again, blind second build. That's 15 spells. Onto the traps. Triple Imperm. It's an in-archetype, you know, negation. So, I mean, it's literally Cyber Dragon Infinity, so I love running this card in this deck in particular. And then last of the traps, one Red Reboot and one Cybernetic Overflow. Ideally, this would have been another Lightning Storm, but what can you do? Red Reboot is still really nice. That's it for the main deck. Let's quickly get onto the side deck. We have triple Nibiru. Again, this is a blind second build, and you just want to optimize your ability to go second. So triple Nibiru for the combo decks. Next up, we have triple DD Crow. I think this card is really underrated this format. It's good against Salad, Dinos, should all invoke, so the card's really good. For the spells in the side deck, triple Dark Ruin and more. Again, break your board type mentality. You just want to make sure that your opponent, that you can play the game going to turn 2. Back row hate, we have Twin Twisters and Evenly Match. So that's it for the side. Onto the extra deck. We have we have 5 links, 5 XZs, and 5 fusions. So for the links, 1 Seeger, being able to pump your machines on either player's battle phase is nice, especially your Chimeratech. 1 Verte Anaconda, I cannot stress this enough. This is what makes the deck a lot better than it was in previous formats. 1 Knightmare Phoenix for cards like there can only be one. The 1 Almiraj, again, shout out to Konami for reprinting this card. This card is literally like almost like $1 now, so it was definitely necessary being able to make your Cyber Predaplant live. And the 1 Linkuriboh, this is for Cyber Dragon Core, and this is for the other small Cyber Dragons. And this card actually came up to where somebody tried to imperm my Nachster mid to late game, but this was already engraved, so you can dodge, imperm if you tribute this. So that's really nice. That's it for the links. Onto the XZs, double Cyber Dragon Infinity, and obviously the double Cyber Dragon Nova. Again, it's an archetype card. A lot of the decks splash it, but this deck really benefits from Nova's effect, being able to revive a Cyber Dragon from grave, and then you can link it off using the Almiraj, ideally, for Verte Anaconda. And then its effect, this is usually your 4th summon, or your 5th summon, sorry. So if they try to Nibiru you, they Nibiru, but then you still get a free Chimeratech Rampage because of its other effect when it gets sent to grave by opponent's card effect. And this card is the best, obviously, arguably the best card in the extra deck. Being able to negate, helps you go turn 1 and turn 2. Being able to revive with Nachster is also really nice. So, yeah, I think this is right, and I guess it's pretty standard. What's not pretty standard is the 1 Pleiades. A lot of people play Durandal because they play Droll as well. I think that's cute, but I don't think Droll is that good this format. But, I still like Pleiades. Sometimes you can end on boards with Pleiades and Infinity, provided you open Machine Dupe. That's it for the XZs. Quickly on to the fusions. We have double Rampage. I think this is correct. 1 for the Nova, and then 1 for the Verte Anaconda. And sometimes you could fuse into... Cyberload Fusion for one of the Chimeratechs, but Cyberload Fusion is mainly for Cyber Twin Dragon. The only thing is you have to banish 2 OG Cyber Dragons. And then last of the fusions is the 1 Megafleet and the 1 Fortress for your contact fusion targets. So, yeah, I think that does it for the deck profile. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave it down in the comment section below. I'd really like to hear your guys' opinion on the build, and let me know how you think this deck is going to do this format. I think this deck is really underrated, and I have really a ton of fun playing the deck. So thanks again, guys, so much for watching. Thanks again for staying all the way to the end of the video. And I think that does it for me, and have a nice day.